following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's pretty late. It's about 11:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5/18/2018. Okay, it's about to be 12 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Now, those of y'all who were able to check out my message on my last channel, my last channel for me addressing the community, let you guys know I'll be doing live stream video uploads on here. Usually I do my live stream videos around 11 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm kind of debating maybe I should have just waited until the next day to do a live stream. But I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's live right now. I mean, we got, 3-4 people that's in here right now. Hopefully we'll get some more people on there. Those of y'all who are live right now, go ahead and type into the chat box. Let me know that you are live. Let me just know that you're out there. I know that it's a late night long. I know it's a late night stream, but I just want to get into some stuff that has just been on my mind about women that I wanted to talk about. Okay, and the funny thing is that I got a message from a subscriber, and he said to me, "Are attractive women bitchy? And why are they bitchy?" In other words, let me go ahead and dim these lights down. Yeah, that shit is not looking so good over here. All right, let me see if I can freeze frame this light. Okay, hold on. Okay, so in other words, he want to know why attractive women are bitchy. Now, here's my thing. Now, I can solely say this, in my honest opinion, my experience dealing with attractive women, is that 9 times out of 10, they can be bitchy. Really extremely bitchy. But you want to know why they're bitchy. And here's the truth, and the core, honest truth of why attractive women sometimes have nasty attitudes. Well, I mean, look, you got to think of it as this, all right? In this perspective. That, give me a second here. Let me see if I can fix this. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. You really got to think of it like this, okay? A lot of attractive women get approached so many times throughout the day. Let me just skip that, okay? Let's just be real here, okay? Most attractive women don't really get approached because men are kind of on to their whole skill, the whole attitude that they have. So most women really get hit on social media. I mean, the ones that are always taking pictures on Instagram and shit. The ones that are posting themselves on Facebook 24 hours. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But look, you really need to come to an understanding too when it comes down to attractive women. Is that I won't necessarily say they have a lot to deal with in society. Let me fix this hat. God damn, it's hot in here. I won't have to necessarily say they have a lot to deal with in society, but you also need to realize is that attractive women have a high scale of, they have a lot in social society to deal with when it comes down to interacting with people compared to your normal average Joe. Sorry, right here. I'm drinking right now. Damn, I wish I had some more people on here. Only got 4. I know it's pretty late. I know probably people are sleeping right now. It's kind of late, but it's all good. We're gonna try to get through this. All right. So here's the deal, okay? That a lot of men don't really understand when it comes down to attractive women is that attractive women, when they see men, they don't see men with value. And it's sad to say this, but they really don't. A lot of us have kind of lost our dignity to who we are as men because of the overly thirst that we put on women. Now, women do take care of themselves, okay? You got really attractive women out there that go to the gym, they work out, they take care of themselves. Or some of them, they kind of cheat their way through life where they get plastic surgery and shit to get rid of the excessive body fat. They use the gut fat and put it onto their stomach and shit. But anyways, however you want to do it, but they do that and then they go to the gym and they do reps. They make a commitment. They made a commitment on taking care of themselves physically. Now, these attractive women, okay? Now, honestly, I don't see them as all attractive women. I mean, y'all may see these women as attractive women, but these are just average women to me. Really and truly. But you got to understand, too, when it comes down to social media, that women don't no longer have to go to clubs and dress provocative or put on excessive makeup or wear sexy clothes or wear heels to go to the club and to get men's attention. Because before, back in the days, I don't know, some of y'all may be young that are listening to my channel, but before, like back in the days, before there was a MySpace, before there was a Facebook, before social media even popped off, women used to dress very provocative and very sexy, going to the clubs to get men's attention. Now, this is their way of not only just hooking up with men, but you got to understand they're not getting any forms of attention. They're not getting any type of attention needed from men. But most men fail to understand is that women need our energy in order for them to survive. They need our attention. They need their energy to fuel their ego, as I would call it. Or you want to say self-confidence. But you need to also understand that back then, when there was no social media, women used to get dressed. They used to go to the clubs and go there and look very sexy, look very provocative, and try to get men's attention. And they used to love it. And most men that used to flock to these women, especially in the early 2000s or the late 90s, a lot of these women used to love the attention from men because they weren't getting it at home and they didn't have social media to back up their ego. Let's just be real. So they look towards going to nightclubs. So back then, women used to, I wouldn't say be easy, because people want to say easy. I would say that they were a little bit more loose. Yeah, I guess easy. Yeah, fuck it. They were a little bit more easy. So, and they were very limited to options. Because if you're talking about 99, year 2000, cell phones they were just booming, but they weren't booming as much in 97, 98. If you had a cell phone, it was oh my God, you had money. You were rich to have a cell phone. Cell phones were a lot of money. Now, a lot of people had cell phones. They had pagers and beepers. So back then, it wasn't about cell phones. And even if you had a cell phone, there was no internet. Back in the early, late 90s and early 2000s, there was no such thing as, internet on a phone. I want to say 2000. I'll say, probably late 90s, There was no such thing as internet on the phone. They never had that. So if you had a phone, you know, you had a lot of money. So the thing is, when you have a phone, and you had a phone back then, women looked at you as if you were on top of a food chain. So that was more of an attraction. Back then they had beepers. But anyways, so women went to the clubs to seek for attention from men. And they got it. And they got plenty of it. And a lot of men started going to the clubs and getting women. The club owners, the club people were making a lot of money back then. Shit was booming. And as, you know, the later 2000s, the early 2000s came along, the technology started booming. With social media websites, the MySpace started happening. And then when MySpace started happening, you know, bitches were still going to the clubs and shit, still looking for attention. But I think back then, it was a little bit more easy to bag a chick and do whatever. And at that time, women didn't really solely just look for looks at the time. It wasn't about social status with men. Well, it was a little bit, but it wasn't about, you know, oh, I need to find the tallest man in the world, or the finest motherfucker in the world, or this guy has to be built, or he has to be a certain height, or he has to wear a certain type of clothes. It wasn't about that, because at that time, women were a little bit more sheltered. There wasn't no social media, okay? So they had to go out and they had to seek for men's attention and men's approval. And this is why they dressed very provocative. This is why they couldn't wait for the weekends. Nowadays, you see, like, throughout the week, nightclubs are open. You know what I'm saying? Not every day, but throughout the week, they're open. Especially throughout the summertime when the kids are off of school. Throughout the week, there's nightclubs open. Back then, even in the summertime, throughout the week, the nightclubs were closed, and it was only open on the weekends. And there was no, we're talking about dinosaur years. You know what I'm saying? When there was no social media at the time. When it was only dial-up, AOL. And you had like the chat lines, and you know, and then women would just go to the nightclubs, and you would just see them out there. So back then it was just all about confidence, more per se than just physical looks. So back then men had more opportunities to get with women based on their personalities, and things were a little bit more easier back then because there was no such thing as social media. It was just like, okay, whatever was on TV, and the latest fashion would be like, what, MTV or BET? So there was no such thing as Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and all these other social media engineered websites to boost up women's ego. So as the 2000s started coming along and technology started booming and cell phones had internet and Instagram, and it was before that, and then the MySpace came, then the Facebooks came, then the Instagram, then Snapchats and all that. It was a socially designed engineer for women. Okay? So now women feel that they don't need to go to a certain club or to be around certain men to get men's approval on how beautiful they are. They could easily just work out, suck in their stomach, get these little plastic surgeries, these fake silicone titties and fake asses and shit, and just post it on social media for you thirst buckets to go ahead and like every single minute. So now they don't have to go to the clubs. This is the history of femininity. And I'm schooling you one-on-one. This is the truth. So now that there's Instagram, Goose, and all these other tags and all these other social engineered media websites, that is a propaganda to suck you in, drain your money, that if you're men, to drain your money from membership. Have you ever go on these dating websites and these memberships, and then you look and you see these dating websites, and then all of a sudden you create a profile? And then when you're on there, you create a profile, right? You write to these women. None of these women ever hit you up. They never hit you up with a message or nothing like that. But as soon as you wait, as soon as your subscription ends, all of a sudden you get like a message or so. You get a 2, and then your membership is over. So it's a way of sucking you back in to go ahead and pay for a membership because it's all robotic. Most of these social engineering websites are fake. They're not real. They're just there to suck your money in, suck you dry. Most of these women are not even real that you see on social media. Not saying all of them aren't, but, majority of the time, they're not real. So anyway, so now we have social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, and all that. So you need to understand, fellas, that women are not seeking for men's approval when it comes down to attraction. So this is why they have these attitudes when men approach them, because here's the thing. You see the two laws of physics. We need to be real with ourselves as men when we see these attractive women. Can you really say to yourself you want to spend the rest of your life with this woman? Can you say like, oh, I want a relationship with her? I really want a relationship with her. But then a lot of women say, well, ew, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't even know you. I don't know you. A lot of women will say this. I'm not going to give you my number because I don't know you. Can you really get mad at her for saying that? Yes, I know it can be frustrating at times, because women do play fucking games. I already know that. But you need to really understand what she's saying in order for you to decode the game that's being presented. And the reason why I say that is this. She says, I don't know you. I don't want to give you my number. I don't know you. I don't want to be your girlfriend. What does that mean? Well, it means this. She doesn't know you. She's not trying to take that step. What you need to do as a man, honestly and truly, what you need to do as a man, she knows she's attractive. You see her being attractive. The best thing to do is for you to just be yourself and be honest. Not be very derogatory and say, hey, yeah, I want to just fuck. I want to fuck the shit out of you. You look good. Now, don't get me wrong. You might just get, you'll get rejected 9 times out of 10. But at the same time, you never know. You might just actually end up meeting that girl that actually wants the same thing as you do. And these type of women do. Just look at it. They're looking very sexy, looking very provocative. You got to use your environment as a key element. Sometimes you need to be an alpha because they're showing off parts of their body to attract the alphaness in you, because that's what turns them on. You see her arched up, bent over, or shaking her ass. You go up to her and you look at her like, damn, girl, you got a fat ass. Damn, that ass look good. Yeah, but look, majority of the time, these type of men get those type of women only because they are actually speaking on how they feel at that present moment. And most women are attracted to that, believe it or not. But you also got to remember, okay? Let's get down more to the psychological mind frame on why women, or I should say attractive women, act like bitches. Wait a second here. Where is my picture at? What the fuck is going on? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I apologize, folks. Give me 1 second here. See, most men really need to find in depths on the psychological mind frame on why attractive women have these distinguished attitudes, why they have mood swings. Even if you get involved with them and you're able to get a relationship with them, the game doesn't stop because she's still going to test you. This is the really dark side traits to a female. Attractive women are usually bitchy because they usually get the same type of treatment like every other attractive woman does. She knows she looks good. She knows she's sexy. She knows she's fine as hell. But what you need to do as a man is you need to find out. Give me a second here. What the fuck is going on here? Sorry, folks. My screen just went kind of crazy on me. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. I see a lot of people that's on here, but nobody's typing in, man. What the fuck is up with what's up with all that? Come on, man. Y'all gotta show me some love. Type in. Is the thing even working right? Hold on. Let me see if the chat. Yeah, the chat is on. I don't see nobody talking. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, folks. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get the perfect image in the description on how to... Hold on. This motherfucker right here. 1 second, guys. I apologize. Let me see if I can go ahead and try to... All right, here we go. Perfect. All right, let's see. All right. Now, this image right here is a perfect description of a woman's mind pattern. She could be sweet like a butterfly, but then also be stingly and deadly. She could also be cold as ice. Have you ever wondered, fellas, sometimes when you're dealing with women are on and off with you, with their emotions? Women are always driven by emotions. Women are driven by emotions. Let me see if I can flick this on. Okay. 1 second here. Okay, that's better. Just a little fuzzy in the background. God damn it. All right. Give me 1 second. Fuck, I mean. All right. Women are driven by emotions. Now, as you can see in this picture right here, okay, this is a perfect description of a female's mentality and how her emotional patterns are. I even said this, man, that you need to connect women with weather patterns. If it's going to be a rainy day, a woman's body and the way she thinks and her mindset is going to adapt to the weather. I've always noticed that. If it's a rainy day, you're going to see a lot of cranky, bitchy women. Sometimes even when it's sunny. But there's a cycle period that a lot of men are not really clinged on to. Some are. But you also need to understand that deep down in depths, when it comes down to women, they're only reacting out of nature. Because women are attracted to whatever social media is engineered for them to be attracted to. So, one day she may not be into muscular men. Next day she might be into skinny, anorexic, bony men. Next minute she might be into obese, fat men. I mean, it happens. I mean, that's just what it is. But one thing I've learned too is that social media is a very powerful engineer. It's a very powerful engineering that makes women think. They control the way women think when it comes down to men and the type of men that they want. Social media. See, an average man to them is not attractive. An average man to an attractive woman, a really attractive woman. An average man is not attracted to him. Because an average man has to work 10 times harder to attract an attractive woman. Because you need to also understand is that attractive women work 10 times harder on their physical appearance. You are physically attracted to a woman based on how she looks, and it's not your fault as a man. Because we were born to be physically attractive. We were born to be physically attracted to women. We are attracted by sight. Women are attracted by 3 things: sight, hearing, and smelling. You cannot be so an attractive man, but if you smell really good, that can be very attractive. You cannot be so much of an attractive man by physicality, but if you dress real well or up to date, all you need is just one female, maybe two, to give you a compliment based on your looks. And then next minute, it's like a chain reaction. A lot of women are going to start thinking you're very attractive because that one female thinks you're attractive. All it takes is just one really attractive woman, or maybe two, to recognize you for who you are or just be attracted to you. And if there's other women around, they're going to feel attracted to you too. But just like women are physically attractive to men, they could be physically attracted to men really based on physicality. So if you have a masculine figure and you take care of yourself and you work out, you automatically become an attraction to these attractive women. And it's just a known fact. Now I could sit here and rant and say women are just bitches and attractive women are just plain old bitches and they don't know what the fuck they want and all this other shit. But that's not an answer or a solution to what you can do to attract these type of women that you want. It's self-perseverance. And the real matter is this. Those attractive women that you see, okay? Those attractive women that you see are not as attractive as you think they are. I mean, let's just face it. As you see right here in this picture, okay? You see right here a woman that's putting on makeup. A woman that has eyeliner. Most likely fake hair too. Fake ass. Fake tits. Perm in the hair. But look. This is what we call attraction of the eye. Physical attraction. This is what men are drawn to. Because we're physically drawn to this woman. And women know, and women have already cracked the code to get a man physically drawn to them. They've gotten so good in this game to where they can physically attract a man on social media, on a digital website, without even having to go out to the nightclub and try to get your attention anymore. They can do it from the privacy of their home and still suck your energy. But really and truly, you know what this shows? This picture that's worth 1,000 words? You know what this says, man? This basically says to me that women are very insecure. But they're doing stuff out of the attention of getting your attention because you are physically drawn to what is shown right here. It's like with black women. Black women will go ahead and get weave. Go ahead and go out of the world and buy Brazilian weave and do their hair and do their eyebrows and they put on the makeup on and all this other shit and get butt injections and shit like every other woman would do and take the fat off their stomach and put it to their ass and shit. At one time, back in the 90s, women didn't like fat asses. They thought fat asses was gross and disgusting, especially white girls. White girls never wanted fat asses because they thought it was disgusting. They liked the skinny, petite models because the eye of an attraction was white men. White men were into skinny, petite women. And all of a sudden, black men made it cool for thick women or women with fatter asses. Like, damn, you're sexy, you're fine. And next minute, this shit started going rampage. Then the next minute, you got Kim Kardashians out there getting butt injections and Pamela Anderson Lee getting a fat ass. And, well, no, she just wanted big tits. She was in the era of the big tits, when the girls just wanted fake silicone tits. White girls are the only ones that got just fake titties. They're the ones that started off with getting fake tits. Black women were the ones, well, they kind of were gifted with the fake ass, with the big ass. Well, some are, some weren't. So when surgery came along, that's when white girls started getting fat asses. Because I'll tell you why. The real honest truth was this. It's because black men made fat asses popular. I love big butts and I cannot lie. 90s, Sir Mix-a-Lot. He was the first person to make big butts as more of a mainstream media. Like, he was the first person to really revolutionize and put it out there in hip hop. And hip hop has a very, very powerful message in our culture, in everybody's culture. So, because of this, everybody started wanting to get fat asses. White girls wanted to get fat asses. They started looking around. They couldn't find out a black girl's secret for having such big asses. Black girls were running the charts in the 90s because everybody wanted a black chick because she was fucking, fine as hell. She had a nice ass and everything. Black women were well put together up there in the 90s, back in the 90s. Well put together. The Pookies and Ray Rays didn't come until later on in the 90s when, but I ain't going to get too much into that. But y'all know what the deal is. And the fake asses came along from white girls. Next minute, there's some black girls who couldn't get fake asses. They started getting butt injections and shit. And everything, it all falls into place. So, you really need to come to the conclusion. That really so attractive woman that you see is not really attractive as you see. Only from what you see. Now, I know you're kind of confused at what the fuck I'm saying right now. But what I'm saying to you is this. That attractive woman that you see that's attractive will not feel the same about herself. Because if she did, she wouldn't have to go through these loops of trying to impress you by getting silicone titties and injection booty and putting animal products on their skin so they can enhance what is called beauty by the mainstream media. Because if she naturally loved herself for who she was, she wouldn't have to go through this. But, because we are, as men, we are to blame as well in the propaganda of why attractive women are bitchy. We are the ones that planted the seed in the first place. Women are just reacting to what they feel they can do to get the man that they want. So they feel, okay, well, we have to go through so much effort in getting a man. This is how they feel. They feel that we have to go through so much effort in getting the man. So why can't men, I should say, why can't men go through the same effort as we do? And this is how they feel. But once again, you need to really understand the laws of physics of attraction when it comes down to women. Women are going to be very emotionally unstable, whether you're with them or you're not. Dark Sun Bright One, great topic. I really don't approach women. Let me get down to the comment. Y'all got to start talking on here too, man. I would love to hear what y'all got to say. He says, I really don't approach them, bro. If I can have a decent conversation with them, then I do. I usually sit back and watch. Well, here's the thing, okay? Women have gotten to the point where they are not physically attracted to men anymore. And they've gotten to the point where they don't have to physically attract men. And if they want that man attention, they can easily do social media sites to get that attention. And the reason why I say that is, just face it. You see the women all the time that's on social media, that's on Instagram, posting, taking pictures of themselves, wearing certain type of clothes to make their asses look a lot bigger from a certain camera angle. They know the certain angles of how to pose themselves, on how to get the attention that they need from men. But this is what they do. But we're the ones that feed into the attention. Now, the reason why a lot of women are bitchy also is that a lot of them do get approached by the wrong type of men. Okay? A lot of them will get approached by men that they completely have no attraction to. Now, I don't care what anybody says, though, but physical attraction, when it comes down to men being very masculine, being very muscular, or being in shape, or trying to get their bodies right, physical attraction plays a lot of keys and elements of what attracts women. And also, it has to do with your self-preference. And also has to do, it has to do with your confidence. A confidence level, and also taking care of yourself. Now, we could rant all day and say, well, women are just bitches and they don't give a fuck about men. And, you know, I used to be on that mode too. And I still kind of am. But I also got to look at it from a bigger picture too. Because we gave them energy. We fuel the fire. It's like women are gasoline. We had the fire. We had a match. And we were just playing with that match the whole time, playing with the match, and eventually it sparked a fire. What I see out here all the time with women, I see a lot of frustrated women. I see a lot of women that are frustrated, especially attractive women. A lot of them are frustrated. They don't like themselves, so they do certain things to enhance their beauty so that way they can get attention from men. But they're getting their attention from the wrong way. So they act like bitches. They act like stuck-up little hoes. But then when men catch on to their shit, and when a real man catches on to their shit, they don't know what to do. They lose their fucking minds. But also, we got to blame ourselves, too. Because a lot of us, we sweat these women too much. We put these women on a pedestal to where they can disrespect us. And why they act bitchy is because we allow that to happen. You allow these women to be bitchy. Just imagine if the portion of the world, a portion of men just say, you know what, fuck these bitches. I ain't even paying them no mind. I'm about to get on some video games. You know why attractive women, you know why women, period, just all women hate when men play video games all the time? Oh, all you do is play games. You don't even focus on nothing. Women always complain about men playing games. Have you noticed that when there's a big, massive fight in boxing, or even if it's anything to do with sports, anything manly, any scene that you go to, have you noticed that there's always women or a pack of women there that go? The nightclubs, there's packs of women that go there. They go to the nightclubs. If there's sport events and they know that there's a lot of men there, there's going to be women there. There's going to be a lot of them to go there. And a lot of them will go there with dresses on, with the heels of the very attractive women like this. They'll go there with dresses on and heels and shit. Why would a bitch go to a sports bar with a dress on with some heels with a bunch of friends? You see that all the time. Same thing with the nightclubs. You think they just go there, we just stunting? No. They go there to gain your attraction. But the thing is, though, where women fail is that they fail dramatically. They have the physical attributes on attracting a man, but their insecurity lies with their personalities, and they have yet to develop their personalities. They have yet to figure out who they are. They're so focused on trying to be the next Kim Kardashian or the next Black China. They're so quick to want to get body parts put onto their bodies just to attract men. See, they got the physical part down to point, but they totally forget their personalities. this is where they screw themselves. Now I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to speak a little less before I do end this video, okay? I'm going to get into the cold-hearted part of a woman and the emotional part. As you can see, the blue part indicates her emotional pattern. Notice how she has the butterfly on her finger. And then the orange-red part is the cold, stunning part. Now, the cold, stunning part is this. In order for you, as a man, you want these beautiful women because you see them very, very attractive. They're physically beautiful, and you want to be with them. And then don't get me wrong. Of course, I want to be with them too. I see a beautiful, attractive woman that I want to be with so bad. Either you want to smash, you want to be with them, you want to get in a relationship with them, however you want. But I'm going to give you some pointers, some key elements. If you want to call it game, but I'm just going to call it as a guidance to what you can do to get that attractive woman to want you. The key thing is this. 9 times out of 10, women are going to show her dark, unemotional side, her unnurturing side. And you say to yourself, well, why is that? Why does she show you the orange fire side to her? It's because the media has a lot to play with how a woman's emotions is progressed. A lot of women feel that they are emotionally distraught and they are oppressed. Why do women feel that they're oppressed? Even attractive women. Why, when you go outside of these doors and you walk and you see women that is attractive, why does she not make eye contact with you? Why does she just keep on walking away? Why, when you say hi there, hey, how you doing? I'm fine, and keeps walking off? Why does she give you this bitchy ass attitude? You ever wonder yourself, well, damn, is it because of me? I'm not attractive enough? But you need to understand is that she does that to every single male that comes around her, except for certain alpha males. Even with some alpha males, she does this too. What you need to do in order for you to break that feministic, cold-hearted orange code that she puts in front of you, the cold code. I call it the cold code. When she's fire. And most of the time they are. Most attractive women are not going to look at you in the eye. They're going to keep a stern look and they're going to keep on walking. Most attractive women are going to be bitchy and rude to you. What you need to do is you need to stand your ground as a man. And do not let her energy of negativity of how she feels about herself influence you and how you should feel about yourself. 9 times out of 10, a lot of women are insecure. So they will play and act on the role as being very super defensive. A lot of women wear the mask, as in wearing excessive makeup, as in wearing fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake ass, fake titties, fake booties, want to be rude and disgusting on Instagram, want to shut men down, want to be rude and think they're on top of society, think they're better. You got to understand as a man, that is nothing more than a female ego. That's just her ego trying to boost herself to make herself good. Why do you think, fellas, that a lot of women, if you get into an altercation with a female and you don't get along with her pretty well, and there's a lot of women around her, why do you think that a lot of those women will automatically come to her defense and back her up? It's because of this. Women are naturally haywired. To defend each other, regardless of what situation it is. Even if she's in the wrong, a woman will defend each other until there is a breed or a certain type of resource that one wants and the other one wants it too, that's when there's conflict of emotions that will get involved. But majority of the time, you're going to get the stone cold look from women. It's because a lot of women have yet to figure out who they are and why they have a purpose. Some women feel that they need to get married for them to validate themselves, or they need to have children from a man to validate themselves, to feel that they have a purpose in life. I have a baby. I'm a mother now. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm a wife. Oh my God. See, a lot of men don't think like this. But see, a lot of women really and truly are emotionally distraught. They are emotionally distraught, and they're begging and they're yearning for a man to let them know how it is. Now, you say to yourself, okay, cool. Now how do you get the attractive woman to like me? Okay, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because it ain't easy. The best thing to do is to continue being yourself, no matter what. Do not break down who you are. I see an attractive woman. I say, hey, how you doing today? She keeps walking by. She doesn't apply to me. She doesn't even acknowledge who I am. Okay? She doesn't even care. She doesn't even look at me, but gives me this stern look, turn around look, as if she doesn't care. That's cool. But this is what you do as a man. Okay, I said hi to you. You can't acknowledge and be nice and be courteous? You can't say hi? Oh, so what, you're a rude woman now? I thought most women are nice. I thought most women are feminine. Or you don't even have to say that. Just be like, oh, okay, well, I say hi to you. You can't say hi back? Oh, I did say hi. I said, oh, well, why you have to be so aggressive for? Calm down with that. I'm coming at you respectfully like a man, and I expect for you to be like a woman and come back at me. There's no need for all that. You see, what you just did is you broke down a woman's self-esteem, and you also broke down her ego. A lot of these women have too much ego. It's not much pride, but they have too much ego, and it's based on social media and the mainstream media. They've recreated these type of women from before the whole MySpace, before the whole social media, before MySpace and Facebook. Women used to just dress up real nice and go to the clubs to attract men. And that's how it's supposed to be. But since mainstream media and social media and all these social media sites came into play, they've corrupted our women. They've corrupted our women into thinking like, okay, well, we have to act like this. We need to talk like this. You know how many women I've talked to? And I've asked them the same question. I said, hey, well, I'll say this to a woman. I said, well, you know, why you got to be such a bitch, though? Why you got to be so tough? Like, what's up with the whole tough girl attitude? Like, what's one girl talking to from New York? She just had this stern way to her. Very hard to crack. And I said this to her. I said, well, why you got such an attitude, though? You seem like a nice person, but you just real tough. You don't have no feminine to you. Oh, that's what the last guy said. The last guy said that about me. I don't know what his problem was. Why you got to say that for? I said, well, obviously, you have a problem. But because you have this stigma of you have to be a tough girl, or I'm an independent woman, so I can't be feminine. I have to be like this. I have to be like G.I. Jane. You lost focus on who you are as a woman, to where you have to improve your outer appearance on who you are, because the masses say this is how I have to act and be a woman to get men's attention and respect. But really and truly, you fail to realize that's not how you keep a man. Ladies, if you're listening to me right now, I will tell you exactly how to keep a man. It's not just about physical. Giving him sex is a bonus. But it's not about giving freaky ass sex, because you could do that and a man could be off fucking the next dude too. I mean, well, that too. But he could be off fucking the next woman. The key thing is this. If you're in a relationship with a man, the best thing for you to do as a woman is to be in tune in his life. Okay, he's playing video games. Play video games with him. Okay, he's playing baseball. Play baseball with him. Ask him questions. Ask him things he likes to do. Hey, what do you like to do for fun? What do you want to do? Most women forget those type of traits in order for them to have a man still interested in them. Besides just giving them a good blowjob or, oh my God, I can suck a dick real good, and yeah, my ass is real big, and I'm good at doing this and go do it, doing that. I mean, that's great sexually, but that's not how you're gonna keep a man emotionally and physically stable in your life. The same thing goes for men. There's more than what meets the eye, especially when it comes down to attraction. Let's go down to the comment sheet. I don't know, I got too much people on here, but bro, I'm on the tip right now. I care more about becoming a guitar player and a musician than I do with a woman. Very true. But I'm just answering the question to a subscriber of mine. Why attractive women are bitchy? And majority of the time, it's because we allow them to be bitchy. A woman have a dark side to them. Most women do. Most women go through a lot of emotional turmoils. And even in relationships, they can't control how they behave in certain matters, even in their past. This is why they have this dark side to them. In order for you to crack their code, is that you would have to systematically, emotionally connect with them on different types of levels that it's like you're challenging your mind and expanding yourself to connect into hers. Then now she's going to throw everything she can out of you. But once you're able to adapt to her emotional wave patterns, then you can get the absolute best out of her. Believe it or not, it works. Sometimes it don't. But it is what it is. But that's my best answer, my best video on attractive women. Why they're so bitchy. And then you got, look, I look at it like this. Men, if women are very bitchy to you, and you did whatever you can to try to get through to her emotional wave patterns, and she completely blocked you off from trying to get to know her, she's not worth it. Move on. Let her be. Anyways, guys, that's my video for today. Those of y'all got any questions, please feel free. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me. Oh yeah, subscribe to my Patreon. I'm going to have a Patreon video later on today as we speak. This is Saturday now, with my good friend Andres in Colombia. So I'll be posting up that video very soon. Anyways, guys, thank you all. I know it's pretty late. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. Thank you all. If you guys have any questions regarding this video, please feel free to go ahead and write your comments underneath the bottom description box. I'll be glad to answer them to the best of my ability. But I'm gonna leave off like this. Well, wait a minute. We got a comment here. Dark Sun Bright One says, I ain't got time for that. If I speak to a woman and she doesn't want to speak back, I'm walking away. That isn't the woman that I want anyways. Very true. But men, you need to realize this too. You need to have self-value in yourself as well. If a woman can't see self-value in you, then don't bother. Waste your time. If she wants a man with physical attributes and you know you're incapable of fulfilling those physical needs, just say, look, I'm 5'3", bitch. No, I don't say this. But just say, I'm 5'3". I'm not 5'3", literally. But just say, I'm 5'3", I'm not 6'1". But you know what? I got a heart full of gold. If you ain't about that shit and you don't want to rock with a nigga like me, then fuck it. Be on your way. That's all you can do. Keep it moving. Attractive women are a dime a dozen. But you need to understand the real hardcore values of attractive women. It's nothing more than makeup. It's It's nothing more than enhanced beauty. It's nothing more than silicones and fake titties and fake breasts to enhance what they are. But really deep down inside, they're just a normal human being just like me and you. They portray this fake celebrity life. They go on Instagram to feed your energy into getting so many likes from you guys. You guys are like every single minute. Most women are insecure. And they don't have those father figures in their life. That's why they're the way they are. No sense of direction. But the same could be said for the young youth as well. When you don't have the elderly or the older peers to give them the guidance they need to prosper, to move on, to grow, they're going to be who they are until they decide to grow. At the end of the day, let her be what she needs to be. Because if a woman's rude and disrespectful to you, based on her looks, then just imagine when she washes off her looks at night, who she really is. If she's got to wear a mask to disrespect you, why deal with her when she doesn't wear the mask? Food for thought. Anyways, guys, my name is Andrew26101 Show. I'll be back on tomorrow with the next video. I want to thank everybody for being live. I know it's pretty damn late. I'm going to get some sleep right now. Anyways, God bless everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Have a good one.